Just sitting with Ashley. I know it's dark in here. I'm chilling today. We're watching. We're having a Twilight marathon, and I have my snacks. Look at these snacks. I folded the futon down. I've got cashews, pistachios, M&Ms, cheese, pretzels, goldfish cheesies, goldfish Harry Potter, and then we have pomegranate seeds and cookies. Anyway, the reason I'm here is because I just started making a zine for the mental health stuff. And so I was like, you know what? I have all these things that I've made. Like, I have a few different, like, PDF-y stuff that I could sell. And I'm like, okay, let me look at Etsy. And then I'm like, okay, let me look at Wix again. Because I've, like, bought domains in the past, but I don't think I've bought a domain since I've had my Future for All LLC established. Anyway, it's the best part of the movie, right? Guess who owns Wix? Israel. It's really all I had to share. It's an Israeli software. So anyway, I think that it's important to pay attention to stuff like that, if we can. I had Wix for a while, and I would paid monthly for a while. So I think that if we, we have to pay attention to like what we're using on the interweb and who owns it. And I think we're very cognizant of this when it comes to Meta, right? Or like Amazon. It's very obvious that we're dealing with like Mark Zuckerberg and Bezos, right? But as far as like building websites and shit, like I did not know Wix was an Israeli company. And so it's like, what do they own everything? And I think if you were here for the conversation last night about the collective copy last night about World War III, like I wonder if they own Etsy. I had an Etsy too, I just don't know how to upload stuff. So I wonder who owns Shopify, Wix. These are all... Wix is an Israeli software company. Here, I'm showing you. It's right here. Wix is Israeli software company publicly listed in the US that provides cloud-based web development services. So then we can go to the founders and we can see these old ass IOF folk, more than likely. Founded in Tel Aviv, Israel. My fucking god. Wow. And so the fact that that information's even very readily available is kind of interesting because I've never seen something like that where they've taken credit for shit like that. Okay, so who owns Shopify? Who owns Etsy? Numerous investors, institution, and individual shareholders. Publicly traded. Etsy is listed on NASDAQ, the stock exchange. No single owner. Okay, so there's a green flag. Unlike a privately held company, Etsy does not have a singular owner or controlling shareholder. Shareholder, I know you're sitting on my lap, so I'm sorry for the rocky. Founders by Rob Collin, Chris McGuire, and Chaim Shapik. Josh Silver, it is so windy outside. Josh Silverman. So we can look up these people. Have you guys seen that meme about how like the earth isn't just dying, it's being killed by people who have addresses and shit? That's what this is giving. Etsy, American e-commerce company founded in 2005. So again, reimagining the world is not that far off. It's only been 2 decades since this shit has existed. We can change it, okay? Don't lose hope. So anyway, I didn't really want to build a website, but I feel like I'm getting to a point where it's going to be a good idea. So I'm going to do more research about who owns what. Shopify. Who owns Shopify? I had a Shopify at one point. I had a Wix. But again, no one ever used my websites when I had them, so I stopped paying for them. I'm like, this is dumb. Shopify is a publicly traded company as well. Okay. But it does have a CEO. Tobias Lutke. I'm really interested. I find it interesting that this information is so readily available. Harley Finkelstein. Finkelstein is an Israeli name. Her Jewish name. So Shopify's leadership. Jeff Hoffmeister. Tia Silas. Andrew Dunbar. Andrew Dunbar is something else. Who is that man? Andrew Dunbar. Oh, you have dead eyes. He's a Canadian actor and filmmaker. He has dead eyes. His eyes make me uncomfortable. He's in like a lot of rom-coms. He's a Scorpio and he's 6 feet tall. Oh, he was in Game of Thrones. Oh, he was an extra. That name sounds familiar. Lutke's role as the CEO. While Lutke is the CEO and co-founder, again, we're talking about Shopify. He currently owns 7% of Shopify, but due to two-class voting structure, he controls a 40% voting interest. That gives me the end of Mr. Deeds, when the dad from OC is he's like, well, since I am the president, I hold this many shares and this many votes and blah blah blah. Okay, so I just wanted to get on here and share. Sometimes if we are doing like boycotting and divesting from these systems, this is an important place to also divest from these systems. I use Canva. Who owns Canva? It's probably Israel. Canva is a parent organization to Google or to YouTube. What? Melanie Perkins, Cliff Olbrecht, and Cameron Adams. Okay. Anyway, I'm having a full ass Twilight marathon today and doing some graphics work. So I probably won't be back, but I think that that's enough. I just wanted you guys to be aware in case you are getting to this space within your own businesses as you are stepping into your passion. Be careful about, don't use Wix, point blank period. Shopify, Etsy look cool. I think if we are really pulling away from the monopolies, right, and if we don't want to support capitalism in this way, then we want to put as much power into people's hands. And so public sharing, like the public shares businesses, are the more important ones to invest our time and energy into, and as well as our stuff probably won't be stolen. But I would really caution against anything Israel, especially here in the United States, as the guidelines under this administration are becoming more ridiculous, for lack of a better word, as we have harsher censorship in information stuff. If you are willingly giving your information to those platforms, Meta included, again, we don't usually read the small print, as like a global majority, I would say. So, just be careful. Have a good one.